Zoree is more than a customer tonight. She's the one woman that I can't seem to get out of my damn system. We have history. As two of the wealthiest black families in Crescent Falls, my family and the Boudreaux are really close. My father and Zoree's father, Richard, even have some business ties. However, Zoree and I have a different bond. She was my first and only real love. Because of her, no other woman has had the privilege to be loved by me. Tonight is special for sure. It will be the first time I've seen Zoree since the day she broke my heart 6 years ago. At 17, I was convinced that I had found my girl for life. It was the first week of my summer break, and Mr. Boudreaux brought his daughter with him to discuss business with my father. When Zoree strolled into our backyard with my mom, I was mesmerized. She was the prettiest girl I had ever seen. Her bronze skin was flawless. She had beautiful yet dark eyes, and I remember them sparkling in the sun. My brothers and I were playing around in the pool, but I froze when I spotted her. "Boys, boys," my mother yelled to get our attention. At least, she thought she was yelling. Her little soft voice never raises too many octaves. "This is Mr. Richard's daughter, Zoree. These are my boys," she said, pointing us out. She introduced us. "That's Blaze, Just, and this is Dominic Jr. "Dom," I corrected my mom. I hated being called Junior. It stripped me of my own identity, and even then, I didn't want to be like my ruthless father. "Hi," the angel spoke and smiled at me. She was so shy and timid, but I was still drawn to her. "Be nice," my mom warned. "Cosetta is making lunch. She's bringing it out soon," my mom said, then headed back up to the main house. "What's up, shawty?" Blaze said, eyeing her too, and that shit had my chest tight as hell. After placing my hand on his shoulder, I told him, "Hey, she looks my age. Chill." He was 19, and my oldest brother, Just, was 21. We had been playing basketball earlier, but jumped in the pool to cool down. He sensed the territorial nature in my tone and smirked me off. "Damn, my nigga, all right, you got that." I hopped out of the pool, foregoing the stairs, trying to somehow impress her. I grabbed my towel off the lounge chair and dried off as I stepped over to her. "You want to go inside?" I asked, motioning to the solarium. "Yeah, that's fine," she said, and we headed back toward the house. I was captivated by her, from her jet-black tiny braids to her manicured white fingernail tips and matching toes. She was wearing a turquoise and yellow dress and turquoise slides, and she smelled like citrus. "How old are you?" I asked. 15. "But you don't go to Crescent Falls Academy." If this pretty girl went to my high school, I would have definitely known. "I will this year. I was at an all-girls school in New York, but Daddy is letting me stay here this year," she said, flashing that beautiful smile. I swear, in that moment, I fell in love. We spent that afternoon talking and getting to know each other. It was superficial teenage talk, but for me, the conversation was everything. I told her things I had never shared with anyone, about my goals and dreams. Growing up in my father's infamous shadow was hard. As his son, and especially his namesake, I was expected to be like him, but I didn't want to be. I had no desire to work in the trucking business. My dream was to own a fly-ass nightclub, and I shared my dream with her. That summer, we had a secret romance and fell in love. It was so innocent, sincere, and all-consuming. Even though her overprotective father didn't allow her to have a boyfriend, we managed to secretly be together every chance we could. We spent hours on the phone, even falling asleep during our talks. We stole moments when our fathers were meeting, and we used our friends to cover when we went on dates to the movies or restaurants. Zoree was my everything. She was nothing like any other girl I'd encountered. Not only was she beautiful, but she was smart and very wise. For 15, she spoke like a woman twice her age. But what I loved the most about her was that she saw me.